All right. Well, what started out as just a little headache has turned into a royal pain in my ass. It started out with this here on top of, or on the bottom of the turbo. One of the bolts, well, it was leaking oil down on the ground. So I'm like, well, what the hell's going on with my truck? Why is it leaking oil? And I realized that one of these bolts had worked its way out from the bottom of the turbo. So I happened to get lucky and find it laying down there on the ground after test driving the truck when I put some new Rancho RS 9000 9-way shocks on the front. And I was taking it for a test drive and noticed it was leaking oil. Well, I went down to high strength nut and bolt and tried to find a 6 millimeter bolt to go back in this hole so I can tighten it up, and it was wobbly as hell. So then I got a tap that was the next size up, because they don't make a 7 millimeter bolt. Well, they do, but I have to custom order it and it's a pain. So I bought a tap so I could tap this out, which I did, no problem. But that's how much thread is left to bolt in there. And not only that, I still can't tap into the bottom of the turbo the way it's set in the truck. And to make matters worse, when I tried to tap from the bottom of the truck here, I had it going pretty damn good. It got through the aluminum real well, but once it hit the steel of the turbo, and I was taking my time, I wasn't rushing it, I was going slow, but I didn't realize that this thing only had this much threads on the other side holding it, and it broke the other stud off in the bottom of the turbo. So now I got to pull my whole freaking turbo out so I can tap the bottom of the turbo out and put new studs in it, all because it was freaking leaking. And I also modified this turbo. You can't see all these because all these damn wires in the mess, but that's my turbo drain tube that I made there. You gotta excuse me, I got a big ass tablet in my hand I'm trying to film this with, and then of course a million wires on this freaking Toyota. I need to clean all this up, but that's the custom turbo drain tube I made, because that originally at first it was leaking from the top of that end fitting up there, and then I got that fixed. So I don't know what the hell happened. It originally was leaking from that guy right there. Well, it was either leaking from there or it was leaking from the top of the turbo. I think it was leaking from the top of the turbo because obviously one bolt was missing. So my question is, I'm frustrated. I guess I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess what I was going to ask is there another way to fix this besides having to rip this freaking turbo out? I guess I already know the answer to that. It's probably no. So, well, I guess that's what I got to do. Just another day and a headache working on this damn thing.